What is up? What is up? Just the Betslips family. It's your boy CJ, the PD King, with Rob, the Parlay Guy, and we are here to bring you the hot tips to help
The hot
your
tips to help
Betslips.
your bet slips.
That's right, everybody. Rob, how we feeling today? It's just the RVA boys again.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, it's still parlays are still going rough for me this month. I'm not gonna lie. What did we miss? I trying to see what we missed yesterday. Oh yeah, we missed a basketball one the other day because Caruso sucks. Um, and I trusted the fact that he scored 20 in the previous game and he could get 10 in the next game, and he didn't. And
His
then
wife is a
and then
dime
last
piece.
night
Just throwing that out there.
his wife was a dummies. And then last night I don't know what happened in the world, but two of the four pitchers I bet hit their lowest mark of the entire year. One of was against the Orioles, who strikes out a ton. He only got three, and then one was David Peterson, who's pitched seven. Actually, went into the eighth inning, and somehow didn't get five strikeouts against the Braves, who were in the bottom five in strikeouts. So I'm inventing new ways to lose. Is what I've learned. Just inventing new ways
I
to
mean,
lose.
listen, every once in a while it happens. It's not like it's not what we want to happen, but it does happen from time to time. So sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, and pray that it works out for you. And currently, not really working out for you, but we can hope. How about Caitlin Clark coming back and instantly getting smacked around? I don't understand why it happens and why that's something that happens for her, but it's crazy to think that's that like that's these guys. I shouldn't say guys. These ladies had nothing going for them, nothing, while she was out. Like ticket sales declined, all this other stuff declined, and then she comes back and instantly gets smacked around in the face. I don't understand it. I can't comprehend.
Look, they're not used to somebody who looks like her being good at basketball, and it pisses them off. And I
I
don't
guess
even
that's
mean white. Like, she doesn't look like. Now, I'm not going to say this because we get canceled. But she she doesn't look like a battle toad,
she doesn't have the
and
thuggish bone. Is that what you're saying?
she likes men.
She's the
So
thuggish
she,
bone.
she does not fit the bill for a good WNBA player based on what the WNBA is used to. But they need to look around because she's not the only one on her team that's good. Because one of them manned up on somebody last night to take her defense, who's pretty good herself. And there's a bunch more coming that are just like it. So they're gonna have to get over it because she's not going anywhere, and she's clearly allowing it to fire up even more because these two games since she's been back. Good lord.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, the
what she it
thuggish
was
bone.
nine points in 38 seconds as she's flexing on him. Like,
I mean, that
I
might have
mean,
been the reason for the hatred. Might have been.
it
Might have
could
been
it could have been. I
slight
mean,
reason.
when you score more points in 38 seconds than somebody did for 3 games, I mean, what are you gonna do?
I mean, that's fair. It's a fair assessment. It's a fair assessment. All right, well, let's get into the thing that makes sure that everybody knows exactly what we're doing, and that is the disclaimer. First off, we are not professional gamblers. This show is for fun and entertainment purposes only. Number two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. Do not gamble more than you can afford, and only bet what you can afford to lose. And last, gambling can be addictive, so please seek the help if you need it. If you don't stick to number one and number two, gambling can be a problem. Utilize 1-800-GAMBLER to get out of the problems if that is the case. That's a help hotline to get you resources you need, not just sports betting, but the casino in general and the ponies. If you have problems with any of them, please make sure you utilize 1-800-GAMBLER. So one, we're not professional gamblers. Two, please gamble responsibly and at your own risk. And three, make sure you utilize 1-800-GAMBLER if gambling addiction has become a problem for you. We're also not affiliated with or sponsored by any specific sport book, as Rob and I both use individual sports books itself. We do not use the same one currently, but that could change. Depends on if someone wants to, do a little bit. I might change allegiances very quickly.
Yeah,
I
I have
mean, when
no
I get a
problems
new
changing.
driver's license, I might change allegiances. Let's be honest with ourselves. Because the sports book you use, they won't let me because I have a driver's license from my old address, and so they're like, no. But DMV sucks. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's get into the fun, the fancy, and the knowledge. We're gonna have a short show today. It is solo tabletop today, so it is green, it is soft, it is plushy, it is the tabletop. Rob, you've got yours first. Go ahead and fire away yours.
Yeah, so Chris Sale, 6+ strikeouts. He's done this in 8 straight, which is kind of crazy to say. He's been on a roll ever since the day that I said he was not going to be on a roll, and he's not stopped since. So he loves to be the one brave to prove me wrong all the time. So I'm gonna embrace that and just keep riding it. Framber Valdez, I just recently discovered this man, but he showed out big for me last time. So 6+ strikeouts. He's hit this 7 out of the last 8. Sonny Gray, 5+ strikeouts. This is more. He's done the six of the last 8, but they're also playing the White Sox, who have a tendency to strike out a decent amount. And I like this matchup for him. Now this next one, we're gonna have a conversation about Chris Lubick. I am stating now, this is his last chance for me. If he does not hit 5 strikeouts tonight, we are done with each other forever, because he has failed me in 5 different parlays where he was the only guy. And when I looked at the 5 he failed me in, those are the only ones he's failed all season. So you know what? It feels personal now, even though he doesn't know me. But we're gonna go with he's hit 5 strikeouts in 5 of 6. The problem is I've probably been betting him for 6. We're not going to talk about that. But he's facing the Rangers, who also like to strike out, so it feels right to me. And this one is out of left field for me, because I haven't looked at a Rockies pitcher in my entire life to even check stats. But I needed something that, like, today was slim pickings for me, and I looked, and German Marquez has hit 3+ strikeouts in 5 straight games, and they're facing the Nationals, who are dog water. They might be out rocking the Rockies right now, and they strike out almost as much as the Rockies do. So 3+ strikeouts, even if he gives up a bunch of runs, I feel like he can get that in 2 innings. Even if he gives up 4 or 5 runs in those 2 innings, and he's proven it by hitting it 5 straight. And I have this right at plus 294, so right around the 3-1 mark. I had to throw that last one in just to get it there, because otherwise it was too low, because these other guys almost always hit their mark.
Right.
But
Right.
if German Marquez works out, I'm gonna feel like a genius. If it doesn't, then I'm gonna be like, well, he is who I thought he was. But I'm going with the stats on this one.
Fair. Completely fair. Completely fair. I'm hoping and wishing and thinking and praying that good things come my way, because we have. Bam. What is going on with the bottom right? Are you seeing that on the bottom right? Is that
like the shadow box something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? It's because it was the show comments on the stage. That's why. Nah, I don't want to do that unless somebody wants to throw a comment up, and then I'll just do that. But here's mine. I already said I'm not taking the Phillies money line until July 1, so we're just going to keep rocking the Phillies -1.5 versus terrible teams. So I'm going to take the Phillies -1.5 versus the Marlins tonight, and Suarez to have 5+ Ks, plus 152. I also like him to go real deep in the Ks as well. The Marlins do, they have a tendency to strike out. It's not completely the best, but they do have a tendency to strike out, as they strike out a whopping 21.3% of the time. So they're not the worst, but definitely not the best. Angels and Rockies like to strike out a lot. Same with the Orioles. But they are susceptible to the strikeout. And I also feel like Ranger Suarez with that changeup, very similar to what Chris Sanchez is. And Sanchez had a little bit of success in game 1. He just didn't have quite as good of a changeup as I think Suarez does. So give me Suarez for 5+ Ks and the Phillies -1.5. Chris Sale has been on an absolute tear as of late. And I'm going to pull up his last 5 games or whatever. But it's insane how many strikeouts this guy's had in his last 5. Hold on, I'm pulling it up now. But he's been in an absolute tear as far as strikeouts. Okay, so he went 8, 6, then 8, 10, and 11. The man's been on fire. I feel like 7's an easy number for him, and I'm going to take the Braves to beat the Mets tonight because Sale's on the hill. So give me Sale, and I actually want the Braves to win because I want the Mets to lose. That's kind of been my thing
Sure.
right now. Is I'm rooting for anybody that faces the Mets. It's very similar to my football stance where I root for the Eagles and whoever plays Dallas. Right now, I am rooting for the Phillies and whoever plays the Mets. So yes, give me the Sale 7+ and the Braves money line. Get it even money. On my sportbook of choice. So go ahead and fire that up. And then I'm going to take the Reds versus Minnesota. They're in a rain delay, but the Reds are at home. And they won last night with who the heck was on the hill last night for them? No, I've got to go back and look because I bet it and I forget now. Abbott was on the hill. So, you know what? I like Abbott. I liked Abbott's Ks. Nailed his Ks at 5 right on the button. I think Nick Lodolo does a very similar thing. And the Twins are also can be very strikeout heavies. They strike out 22% of the time. So a little bit right around the average amount of Ks for everybody. So go ahead and give me the Nick Lodolo K's and the Reds money line there. And then last but certainly not least, I don't like a winner in this game, and I'm going to follow you with the Chris Bubik, but I'm going to add a little Patrick Corbin. Both of them together combine for 11+ Ks, getting a plus money at 144. I think Patrick Corbin could go off as the Reds strike out at 23% of the time. So as long as both starters go 6 innings, I feel confident that they combine for 11+ Ks. And that's the hope. That's the dream. That's what we're looking to get. So give me Bubik, Patrick Corbin to combine for 11+ Ks. I don't care. One can go for 8 and one can go for 3, or, they both can go for 6, or 1 6, 1 5. As long as they combine for 11+, I am a happy camper. So those are my bets today. Hopefully we find some winners for you guys out there. If anybody has some other bets out there that they like, it would have been a Scooball day, but that game got postponed. So that's unfortunate, or we would have been, in definitely a better situation there, but that didn't happen. So, yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to that possibility, but not coming to fruition for us there. No NBA, as that's tomorrow night. So that'll be fun tomorrow night. WNBA. There's a game. Do we want to do a quick WNBA bet?
Sure, let's look at it.
I just make it's the Phoenix Mercury versus the Connecticut Sun. It's not like it's a great game to look at, to be very clear. But we can look at it regardless.
That's the war of attrition right there.
The
Sun are garbage, though.
They are,
we
literally just talked about them being so bad that they couldn't get the, they had to resort to violence. Do we take Olivia Nelson, Odoa or Doda?
Adoba. Let's see what's her.
Little JC Sheldon. What's she rocking with? She's like averaging 6.5 points a game. Yikes! Nothing good there.
Don't even have her as an option to pick on DraftKings.
I'm not shocked. Haley.
They only have 4 people that I could even pick points for. Sabali, Mabry, Charles, and Thomas.
Charles is averaging 17 points a game.
Okay, well,
Mabry is averaging 16.
For Thomas, we could get her at 12+ on mine for -220.
All right, hold on. Let me look here. If we go 15+, I can do. Let's see here. I'm trying to look. Dude, they don't even. The one person that's on here, wait, maybe she's for. Yeah, she's for the Phoenix Mercury. Satio Sabley. But like Mabry at 15 points, I like that for -160. Can do that. Do we want to do Tina for -128 at 15+? I'm in on that.
All right.
All right. It's got those two. Let's see. What are the let's look at some assist leaders here. Do we go Mabry for 2+ assists?
I can't do her for 2.
I mean,
Three is
if you could do,
the
you could then do 3. I don't mind 3. Let's see here. See if I can switch things up here. Mabry. It says over 3.5. Like I can't even do custom. So I could do
that's what
2
I'm
at
saying.
minus 710. That's where I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go minus 2 plus for minus 710. All right, let's go ahead and look at the um let's go ahead and look at the Mercury's lineup. See what we like there. Stats for the Phoenix Mercury.
Now, there's a lot more options on rebounds.
Oh yeah, I definitely think that. I'm gonna go. I think we go Sabley for 20 plus. She's averaging 20.6 for points.
Points, really? All right, hold on.
Yeah, she's averaging 20.6. It's basically even money going her.
All right, so right now I have Mabry 15 plus, Sabley 20 plus, Mabry 3+ assists, and Charles 15 plus, and that's
Yep.
plus 300 for me. Plus I have a 20% boost.
Yeah, I've got it at plus 431, but I have Mabry at 2+ assists, so I'm getting a little bit better odds than you are.
You're getting much better odds on the Mabry points, because when you said what you had, mine was like way off of that.
Yeah. So let me look here. Sabley rebounds. I mean, she's like the class of this team. Alexis Prince is averaging 8, but like Sabley averaging 7.9. I feel pretty safe with some boards from Sabley at like maybe 6+. Feel good about that. Do we take Alicia Thomas at 6+ too? I don't know. That's kind of strong. What are the assists looking like? Oh, Alicia Thomas with a bunch of assists. Maybe you take her for some assists too. Take her at 6+ assists. All right, I'm in on this. All right, so I got Mabry at 15+, Charles at 15+, Sabley at 20+. And then for assists, I have Mabry at 2+, and Alicia Thomas at 6+. And then for boards, I got Sabley at 6+. And then I'm going to take, I got to find another board. I got to find some more boards. I got to have multiple boards here. Maybe I go Olivia Nelson for 6+ as well. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm getting a 974. Here's our 750 club, boys and girls.
Yeah, here we go. WNBA 750 club.
I'll go ahead and show it here in a second. I gotta.
The funny thing is, I can't even get the last person for assist. They don't even have as much as an option on mine.
Oh, really?
But you know what I'll do? Hold on. We're gonna go ahead and. Oh my lord! Never mind. The money line for the Mercury is minus 1100.
Mabry, Charles, Mabry, Sabley, Thomas, and then Odula.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the Mercury minus 14.5, and that bumps me to 1080.
There you go. That's the way. Hopefully we figure it out. But look, Ranger Suarez already with 2 Ks through the first inning. Feeling really good about that. Hopefully we get some hits. But that's it for today's show. I'm gonna go ahead and show the records. You have any last calls?
In solidarity with your bets, what I did was I went ahead while you were saying them, even though the Phillies game had started, and I took Phillies money line, Reds money line, Braves money line, and I didn't realize this, but betting money line games, I had a 50% boost, so it went from plus 300 to 306 to plus 459. So I was like, for 459, that's not bad. Three legs there. So hopefully you win
the same
before I win.
because I got a 30% profit boost as well. So if I take the Phillies, and I can take the Braves, and I can take the Reds, I'm getting it at 387, 388.
And it could be because the Phillies is what's the Phillies by itself?
Minus 200. I got a minus 200 on the money line.
See, mine's 182, but I think it's because they got a hit now, so they probably have somebody on base.
Yeah, they do.
Yep, that's probably why I got down a little.
I got a minus. I actually have it as minus 194 now. So it's just changing with every pitch. It's kind of crazy to think about. But that has been the show, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again for everybody that comes on. We appreciate you, and we love being a part of your family. Look out for 6 a.m. On Friday for the podcast to drop. Don't know exactly what's happening. Oh, no, Pat, we love you. We love you. Get that knee healed up. I know you've been messing with that, so hopefully you're getting that knee healed up. We're there. Reposted the stream. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're hoping to have everybody jump in on the podcast. It's also simul posted on YouTube. So if you're watching YouTube, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button whenever you see a live come up. Really helps the channel, really helps us out. We appreciate you for everything. But that's going to wrap it up for today's show. We are just the Betslips, where we promise you one thing and one thing only. That is to bring you the hot tips. To help your
bet slips.
All right, everybody. I'm going to post the tabletop again for anybody that didn't have it. Y'all have a fantastic day, and we will see you guys next time. Later.